Look at all those people gathered. Wow. It's a sad day. It really is. I mean, I remember when I first saw the Challenger come out. It was 06, 07. I was in school. And I was like, wow, this is... I mean, right off the bat, I knew it was going to be a big hit because it just... They got the look of the car perfect to the old style. And when it came out, it was just like nothing else, you know. And I just remember when I was younger, I'd be like, you know, every time when you would see one go down the road, you'd be like, oh, wow, there's the new Challenger. You get all excited. Then, you know, 10 years after that, I mean, you see them everywhere, you know. And even to this day, right now, it's like you see them, they're just like everywhere. And they really sold a lot of these cars. I mean, it had a really good run. It left its mark, that's for sure. I mean, it ran from 06, 07 all the way to now, 2024, you know, and that's a really good run for a two-door muscle car. And, you know, yeah, there was a couple times where it got facelifts and all that stuff and, you know, little improvements. They really could have hit home with this as if what I really wanted them to see was do a Hellcat variant where it was just like base of the basic, where it was like maybe wool seats, you know, like really like kind of like drag racy seats where it's just like wool and just like maybe you had two positions to lower it for lumbar, you know, and like, you know, just manual everything, no fancy. I guess what I'm trying to get is like play the Roadrunner, like, you know, where you have the variant where it's a Hellcat and literally everything else is basic, and it could be like maybe in the $50,000 or $60,000 range, you know. I also think they could have done some cool stuff with the body, like maybe do a Barracuda variant, because I mean it looks so close to the Challenger back in the 70s. And also in the 70s, the Challenger and the Barracuda were pretty much the same car, but yet the Barracuda was, you know, it had a totally different character. And I felt like that's something they missed out too, is they could have done a Barracuda variant. But I'm kind of sad about that because I was thinking, I was like, it would have been really cool if they could have done that, because enthusiasts like myself, we kind of missed out, because it's like, who has $80,000, $90,000? And this last one was so happened to be the Demon 170, which is like $100,000 plus $200,000 car that they're selling for. And it's, I don't know. I'm sure that guy is happier than hell because he got the last one, and I bet you that car is going to mean instantly he probably doubled or tripled his money right there and then, because it was the last one. You know, but I mean, we got probably 50% of the world leaders that believe that this is the way of the future, and they want to take away our, you know, take away everything. It's never coming back. And I think that's what makes this video sad, you know, like watching the final car come off the floor, you know. And especially all those people out there. I mean, if I was a worker there, I'd be so scared. I really would, you know. You're getting rid of the Challenger, the Charger, something that they've been selling oodles of, and I just don't know how they're going to do it. I really don't, because these are all the thoughts that I would have in my head. I'd be like, how in the world are they going to do this, and who's going to buy these cars? I mean, even before all this, like the Black Ghost edition, the Swinger edition, all these editions, the Ghost, the Jailbreak, all this stuff that was going around, and they're all 90 plus grand. And it's like, who can afford that? You know, this car behind me is probably the only thing I spent the most money on. You know, I'm a pretty budget friendly person, and I mean, I don't have any. I'm pretty free. You know, I'm a free individual. And that car, I mean, 90 grand, I mean, you'd be enslaved. I don't know how you would have fun with it. I mean, this is what I hate about my generation, you know. I wish I could have been born in the 60s or 50s. But the thing is it's just going to get worse from here on out. The insurance rates are going to go up. Everything is going to go up because either these EVs are going on the road and they're totaling them out because they're just so overly engineered that no one's going to want to work on them. I don't know how anyone's going to want to work on them. I really don't. I don't even know who they're going to find to work on them, you know? Because I've seen some of these interiors for these new EVs, and they're like, you have to be almost like a software engineer to work on these, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm happy where I'm at now. I got, you know, it's weird how happy I am, even though I have gas guzzling cars, you know? And the funny thing is, you know, this Charger back here is a 6-pack. And that's like the hybrid of back in the day. So what's going to happen to the Challenger market? Like, what happens from here, you know? Like, do these things skyrocket like crazy, or do they just stay the same? Or like everything I just said about, you know, the current political climate and all the, you know, just the revolution that's happening with my generation and the future generations, and how it's just going to go worse and worse. I don't know. It's a double-sided coin. I would say if it gets really bad, yeah, they'll probably be worth a lot of money maybe one day. But on the other side of the coin is if it gets really bad to the point where no one can afford to drive them, I mean, they'll virtually be worthless because you won't be able to use them. They'll just be worthless, you know. And I guess another reason that would indicate that they might not quadruple or, you know, 4x times their value in the next 30 years would be, I mean, I think between '07 and right now, they built millions of those. And they probably built over hundreds of thousands of Hellcats. I mean, I would say the Hellcats probably might have a chance of retaining their value at least. I don't know about 3 or 4 times their value, though. I don't know if that'll happen. The Demons and the Demon 170s, I can see those maybe doing 3x their value or 2x. I don't... Because, I mean, from the get-go, it had a really small quantity, you know. A true Demon or one Demon 170, I could see those doubling. I could see that. Oh, like the Challenger RTs and the V6 Challengers, forget it. They're just going to be...